Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Cecilia, but I go by the name CeeChronicles on all my social media platforms. Now, if you're here for the very first time, thank you for choosing this channel. What I do here is I post 4 to 5 times a week fragrance related content. And by that, guys, I mean mostly fragrance reviews. So if that sounds like something that interests you guys, please do consider joining us here by subscribing. And to those who are returning, thank you so much, guys, for the continued support. Also remember to check out the playlist, guys. This is going to be so helpful in case you missed previous content or you just want to binge watch certain content, say for instance the dupe compilation list. We have over 17 with hundreds of dupes side by side with what they are inspired by. So welcome to today's video. Today I have 11 musk based fragrances in front of me here. Musk is a fragrance base note. It is also used as a fixative, guys, to tie in ingredients together to add like a sturdiness there to sometimes volatile ingredients. The same musk, guys, can be presented as a main note, which is what you're going to see with some of the fragrances that I have here. Some of them are musk dominant, but they have other notes as well. And most cases, you know, when musk is used as a main note, as a nude musk, it actually is beneficial for those who like to layer or who just like to smell clean and fresh, and some people that like powdery scents and scents that don't do too much. The first one is going to be White As Tuberose. This is from Fragrance World and it's inspired by Cologne's Musk Ultra Blanc. I'm going to spray it quickly here and tell you my thoughts. Right. Now, White As Tuberose is an example of a musk that is not just working as a solo musk. This has the ambrette note here that is giving a faint sweetness. It also has a tuberose there, which is adding like a floral touch, like a white floral touch to it, and a sandalwood that feels very milky. So this is going to dry down, very musky, but it's going to give you loads of lactonicness there. It's a fragrance that you are going to appreciate if you love, you know, milky scents, and it's going to put you in a fresh air kind of scent bubble. This musk doesn't feel soapy, but it does feel powdery, and the powderiness here carries all these other notes, you know, with it. So it's not going to be your outright like a nude musk that you need to layer with other fragrances. This is going to be a musk that you can totally wear, you know, on its own, and it is sitting on our number 1 here. It's called White As Tuberose. On our number 2, guys, is going to be Jovan Musk for women. It goes on to say Cologne. Okay, this fragrance has like an outer the shower kind of peel to it there. It feels as though when you walk into a bathroom and somebody has just come out there and they're the sort of person that is big on self-care, and they were using all sorts of these beautifully smelling luxurious creams and bubble bath and, you know, body washes and stuff. That is what this one feels like. It feels clean, it feels fresh, in as much as it has that vintage touch to it, and to the T, because it's a very old fragrance, guys, it has a modern appeal. So it's not going to come across as a very dated. This is the sort of fragrance that even my daughter can wear. It has gentle florals there that feature, but they're very light. So this is a beautiful musk, guys, overall, that I will recommend. So on our number 2, guys, is Jovan Musk for women. The third musk here is this one from Lattafa. This is Royal Musk. Okay, I don't know whether I would have put out a review of this one by the time I do this or whichever, but I have done the review for Royal Musk. This is a musk, guys, that needs no layering. So when we talk of nude musks, this one does not fall in that category. This one is warm, it's woolly, it's kind of like has like a cashmere kind of appeal to it. Okay, it's built around white florals and fruit, especially something that's gonna feel like watermelon there, pineapple, pear, plums, peaches, the lot. Okay, and it also has like a fizzy kind of mandarin there, like a citrus to it there. The emphasis here is not so much on the musk, but on like a very soft, fruity, floral kind of scent, which dries down, of course, to that musk, but that powdery kind of, you know, accord that is associated with musk in its raw or in its nude form is going to take over possibly after like 2 hours with this fragrance. What you're going to carry is like a tropical kind of feel of a fragrance. To an extent, you can wear this one on its own. It does have a decent lasting power of about 5 hours or so. So that was the third recommendation here, which is Maison Alhambra Musk. The fourth one on the list, guys, is this particular one. This musk has your vanilla, right? It says musk vanille, and it's from Maison Alhambra. This is a musk with you know, that sweetness of a vanilla there. So if you want to layer this with anything, you can, but you can totally wear this one on its own. It is in the same vein as your Mancera's musk vanille or your Montalza Roses vanille. It is a rich, elegant musk, guys. It has the sweetness of vanilla, of course, and some chocolate accord there. Some may call it coffee. It is entirely up to you. It is genderless as well, has that metallic touch to it. A musk that I can recommend, and you can see that I have used the heck out of this. So it's an easy reach, guys. If you can do that metallic kind of cold steel kind of feel and you don't mind that, this one's going to do it for you. Or if you just outright like vanilla, it's going to do it for you. So it's not your basic musk, guys, by any means. This is a musk with some pizzazz there, and I thought it would make a great recommendation on this list. The fifth fragrance I have for you here, guys, is this Pyramid. This is from Lattafa. I'm going to give it a quick spray here. I don't know, it's already broke. I received it broken, you know, there. So it's just the top is faulty or whatever. I just hope it doesn't, you know, break. So I'm going to give it a quick spray here. Quite a generous atomizer. This is a musk that's in between bare, but with a little something going on there, okay? What I get offset from Musk Sultan by Lattafa is something that feels like, I don't know whether fresh air can be kept as a smell, okay? It feels like fresh, clean laundry, that sort of thing, if that makes any sense. And it also has a creaminess to it here. I don't know whether it has ylang ylang, but something in here smells to me like candy, like it has ylang ylang. It's not as naked or as nude or as bare as Kali's Pure Musk, okay? That one that smells like Vaseline and stuff. This one is a musk with a little bit of some character, but it doesn't have the character that outshines this one. Let's see, what's the name of that? The names are, you know, I'm getting old. I keep forgetting names. Okay, keep forgetting names. Okay, so it doesn't have the character of Musk Salama, but it's doing something. It's not a basic musk. Don't sleep on this one. I had been seeing this one for the longest time and I was just ignoring it. But when I bought it and I sprayed it, there was just that banana-y kind of creamy thing that I like happening with this musk. Not so much on the nude side, but at the same time, I can see it as a musk that you can layer with other fragrances if you want, but you can totally wear this one. Very comforting, very cozy, very fresh, and lightly powdery. So sitting on our number 5, guys, is Lattafa's Musk Sultan. The sixth recommendation, guys, is going to be from Art Al Zafran, and this one's called Cotton Candy from their Dubai Ithra collection, right? This is a gentle cotton candy, okay? And because maybe cotton candy on its own is just going to come across as sweet and then get buried in that powderiness, for some, you may not get the cotton candy in here. I find that this is a beautiful bedtime scent, and I find that this is one that you can totally layer with other fragrances. I haven't been layering mine as such. I have been wearing it after the shower or when I'm going to bed. It's just going to give you a natural, clean smell around you. Not so much as freshly washed laundry, but a little bit of a powderiness there. And it's going to be ideal, guys, for those people that don't like fragrances at all. If you have a friend or a mother or a sister or somebody who doesn't like fragrances that shout, this is gonna do it, guys, because the cotton candy comes across as just a sweet, bubble, you know, of like a fresh powderiness there, just packaged there, and it stays linear. This does not have pages. So yes guys, on our number 6 guys is going to be As Tuberose Cotton Candy. Number 7 guys is going to be Musk Salama. Now this is a musk with character, and in as much as Lattafa has offered us a lot of musks, this is one I'm going to definitely put at, let me just put it at top 3. Okay, I'm not gonna say number 1. I'm just gonna put it at top 3 because Lattafa keeps making fragrances, let's put it that way. But this is a musk that doesn't need any backup. This is a musk you don't have to layer with anything. It is a woody, earthy musk with character. It does feel more masculine, if I may say. There is a masculine appeal to this one. So if you're a woman, maybe you may want to test it, but I wear mine nonetheless. This fragrance lasts until the next wash. So it's got all these pages that you're going to experience. Something here, you know, feels a little bit creamy, a little bit cottony, like a cotton candy kind of feel to this musk as well. But it also has the citruses and the woods. And I think it's the woods that tie this one to give it a longevity. This is not particularly a musk that I will recommend for bedtime, unless you are the sort of person that loves your fragrance to be a little bit on the loud side, you know, at bedtime. So all I'm saying by this is it's not your typical softie. So this is from Lattafa guys, and it's called Musk Salama. The 8th one is gonna be Opulence Musk, another one that's not so much of a bare musk, but I had to add it here guys because it does say musk at the end of the day, and I'm gonna tell you where the muskiness comes in. Let's give it this one a quick spray. Okay, right. Opulence Musk is also by Lattafa, and it's inspired by Tiziana Terenzi's Spirito Fiorentino. Spirito Fiorentino, if you've used that fragrance, is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. So you're going to get that BR540 DNA in this particular fragrance. However, it's not a nude musk because of that, because already we have that 540 DNA playing in there. There's also white florals, woods, leather, and bitter almond in this particular fragrance. You're going to enjoy all these other layers. The BR540 layer you're going to enjoy, the leathery feel you're going to enjoy, you know, the herbalness you're going to enjoy in this, the almond you're going to enjoy. However, later on, say for instance 4 or 5 hours in, you are going to be wrapped up in a powdery kind of scent bubble, presenting all those notes that I spoke about. So yes guys, on our number 8 is Opulence Musk from the house Lattafa. The 9th fragrance here is from Maison Alhambra guys, a newbie in my collection. However, I have been using this one. This one is called Modern Musk. Okay, let me just show you the name in the close up there. Modern Musk is your rose, and more rose musk, right? So this is another one that's going to be a musk with character. However, with this one, you do get that powdery musk thing domineering there at the opening. Like you can almost feel it immediately. By this, I mean, it's not the same as this one, where the musky kind of accord there starts to show up like in the dry down. This one's going to present as musky and powdery almost immediately, but carrying a very dominant, almost old-fashioned rose there, to an extent that you've got to love the rose to appreciate this fragrance. Of course it has peach, but peach doesn't last long here. It just, you know, pops up to the surface, gives you a false promise of a nectarous kind of fragrance, but then steps aside there and just lets it be about the rose and the violet. So that is what you're going to get here. Loads of powdery violet and that dated feel of a rose carrying a musk. So on our number 9 guys is Modern Musk by Maison Alhambra. 10th on our list guys is going to be Musk Mood from Lattafa. Now Musk Mood feels a lot like Kali's Pure Musk, another musk that they own. I did own that one, and I since finished it a long time ago. My daughter broke into the bottle because she wanted those little pebbles or whatever it is, and I was like, geez, you know, being a child. So anyway, why I'm mentioning Kali's Pure Musk is if you've got that Kali's, you may not need this one because it just feels like the same fragrance in different bottles, right? So this is Musk Mood. With this one guys, let me just spray it a little. This is a typical nude musk that you may want to use for layering. If you've got the other 3 oud moods, you may want to layer them with this. By this I mean if you got Oud Mood Reminiscent, if you got Oud Mood the original, if you got Oud Mood Elixir, you may want to layer with this. Maybe that is why Lattafa created this mask, because this is nude. It feels bare. It feels like baby powder. It feels like baby wipes. It feels like unscented lotion. It feels clean, you know, that sort of thing. Not that it is a fragrance that doesn't smell good. It smells good, but I'm just saying it doesn't do much. It just screams clean. It's just a clean fragrance that you, when you wear this, it feels as though you want to put something on top of it. Okay, so this is going to be one of those masks that will be great for layering, and it's on our number 10, and it's called the Musk Mood. Number 11, guys, is going to be Lattafa's Saffron Loutre Musk. So we're going to spray Loutre Musk here. All right, so this is a mask that you can completely wear on its own, but it's a lemony leaning mask with a woodiness to it there. It feels green, it feels sour, it can be a like or a hate. This is a fragrance which I have noticed that gets better with time, but still keeping what it felt like the day you got it. So when I did that review, I did tell you it was lemony, it was confusing, it was weird. It still feels that way, but now it feels put together. It feels like a thicker concentration of that. So if you love your musk with a touch of greenness there, with a touch of woodiness there, a touch of a lemony sour feel to it there, then you can absolutely purchase this one. If you love Kilian's Good Girl Gone Bad, you're gonna love this profile. I don't know what they were going for, but it kind of reminds me of Kilian's Good Girl Gone Bad, and it's called Lattafa's Saffron Loutre Musk. So that's a wrap, guys. 11 musk fragrances within my collection. I'd love to know which ones you have from this collection and which ones you'd love to recommend. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have you subscribed? If not, please, guys, do consider subscribing. Turn on post notifications as well. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this video, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.